to me, I feel like this whole breakup really pushed me to find myself, and that in and of itself has been the greatest fucking gift. What is up, you guys? Happy New Year. I feel like I haven't updated y'all in a minute. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Jane. I went through a breakup in 2024, and I'm happy to say that entering 2025, I feel like I'm a brand new person. I really feel like the last end of the year was a completely different year from the beginning of the year. I honestly don't know where I left off in my video journals, so if you guys are keeping up and have seen some of my other videos, or if this is your first one, I really went through a rough time in the beginning of the breakup. I was in denial. I went through all 5 stages of grief, and I think that I'm finally in a place where I have moved on. I think I can honestly finally say that, to the point where I didn't even video journal anymore. I didn't feel the need to, because I was healing on my own. And with that said, my ex finally did move out, so it is January 1st, and he moved out technically December 20th. That was when he signed his lease, and he had pretty much up until yesterday to move all his stuff out. So prior to that, though, I feel like in the beginning of December, that was when I really started to let go. Because December, let's see, we broke up in August, September, October, November, December. So December was the 4th month, which they say it takes about 3 months for the worst of the breakup to pass, right? And right around the 3-month mark, I did feel like I was starting to get better. I felt like I kind of relapsed in the 3.5-month mark. But by that point, like when I started to relapse in the 3.5 month, I was so sick of it. Like by that point, I was just like, oh my God, please, just like, I'm so done with feeling this way. I just have to like let it go, you know? And so I guess this is kind of, I don't really know where I'm going with this video. I just wanted to kind of put it on. I just felt called to like do this because I feel like I kind of left y'all hanging. Like there was this whole period of time where I was just, again, healing and living my life and not really, I guess, documenting that part. I just got so lucky that I met a group of people who took me out of my misery, and just was there for me by, you know, I don't know, being a fun group to like be around. I'm so freaking grateful for them, and I don't know how I would have gone through this breakup without finding this group, or without this group accepting me, I should say. They really pushed me to move on, honestly. Like, I feel so lucky that in exchange for one relationship, I was able to cultivate several of them, and I don't know, I couldn't be happier, honestly. You know, I was really stressed out about how I was going to be able to pay my mortgage and all that, and just like pay for all the bills that I've acquired, especially now that I also got laid off at the same time. But honestly, I've just been trusting in the universe and not really worrying too much about how it's going to play out. I do have a emergency savings that I was able to build while I was working, and I've been trying to tell myself, like, this is what I saved up this money for, is for a situation like this. So I didn't want to add more weight to an already pretty heavy situation by worrying about it, because I'm taken care of, and I know this, and I trust it, and the universe has been showing me that. So all that to say, I have been more open to the idea of finally moving on. I mean, my ex is already in a whole brand new relationship, and I'm to the point where I am willing to entertain the idea of someone new. However, my main priority right now is working on myself. And to me, I feel like this whole breakup really pushed me to find myself, and that in it of itself has been the greatest fucking gift. I would have never gotten to this level of closeness, I guess, if it weren't for my ex leaving me the way that he did. I had to really lose myself, and I don't know, I had to be left the way that I did for me to rebuild the trust in myself and rebuild a relationship with myself in the way that I have. It couldn't have been lightly, like I truly had to be broken and ruined to get to where I'm at now. And it was fucking painful and grueling as it was happening. But the version that's come out of that ruin is just, I'm so fucking proud of her. And if you're going through a breakup right now and it's, feels like it's the worst thing that could happen to you, it's actually the best thing that could happen to you if you decide to treat it as a blessing rather than a curse. And it's not automatic, right? Like, to me, I'm not gonna lie, like, this was the closest I've ever felt to like wanting to just die. And I know that sounds morbid, but like, that's how bad it was. And I knew that I had to like change. I forced myself to be around people because of the darkness that surrounded me when I was alone. And had it not been that bad, had it been just, I could just do without, I could survive this, like, I would have probably just like stayed at home and followed the same routine that I have in like previous breakups or whatever, and not truly learned or put myself out there the way that I have after this breakup. And I just had to have this newfound trust in myself, where I realized that the reason why I was so broken and the reason why I was hurting so much was because of how much I neglected myself in my past relationship. I allowed myself to fully immerse into someone who did not have my best interests at heart, And I realized that we are all a reflection. Like, our relationships are a reflection of our inner world. And so I realized that it makes complete sense that I would end up with somebody who didn't have my best interests at heart, because I did not have my best interests at heart. And I'm learning to put myself first and choose me, figure out what it is that I want, and figure out what it is that would make me happy, that I can provide to myself and not expect it from anyone else. And that would not have happened if this, again, breakup wasn't that bad. I would have moved on right away. I would have found somebody new, fill the void that like my ex left for me. Then it restarts the whole cycle again. Then I'm going to be focused on this new person and then make the same mistakes. But I'm so not there anymore. I'm so proud of myself that like I recognize that I have a pattern that I need to break, and I'm going about this whole situation so differently. And I hope that inspires anybody who might be going through a breakup as well. I don't know what the future of this channel is going to be. I may just have this, what do you call that, just like live on the internet for anyone else who, again, is kind of going through a breakup and wanting to see the progression and see how long it kind of took to get to where I'm at now. And not to say that it's going to be the same for everyone, right? Like, everybody has their own journey, everybody has their own pain tolerance, their own pace in terms of healing. But I wanted to kind of leave this as like a, I don't want to say a legend, because I mean, it's not it's not that crazy, right? But like, I guess I just kind of wanted to leave this here, so that, you know, anyone that, again, is going through something like this can see a real time, a real life example of how someone went through the heartache in real time, you know? But I guess I kind of wanted to also end it here because of the fact that, like, he's finally left. So in a sense, like, we've accomplished what this channel was created for, which was to leave Golden, even though he's technically the one who left me. I've been left Golden, and I really put in the work to make that happen by putting myself out there, by letting myself feel those uncomfortable feelings, by sharing what I truly felt deep inside, by video journaling, and just, again, putting myself out there, and finding my way, like giving myself a chance. That's like another big thing that I feel like really helped me, is I was able to give myself a chance. And had I not done that, I would not be here today. So I hope that anyone else going through this gives themselves a chance to sit with the pain, you know, use that pain as fuel to create a whole new life for yourself, create a whole new reality, meet new people, find new hobbies, because you're already uncomfortable, you know what I mean? Like, you're already in pain. You might as well just, like, do things differently, because whatever you were doing before wasn't working. So yeah, that's kind of what I did, and maybe I'll make another video elaborating. But as of right now, considering that, again, my ex has finally moved out, and I feel like I'm in the best place I've been since the breakup, I think I'm gonna focus again on, you know, my personal brand, my life, and let this channel end here, I think. Yeah, that feels good. Again, I don't know, I'm really just riffing as I go, but I think that this channel has done its purpose for me, and I hope that it's helped anybody else that needed it. But yeah, I think if you guys want to continue following me personally and see kind of like what I do next, follow me on my personal channel, Jane Rio. And I just really appreciate y'all for being on this journey with me. I really appreciate every single comment that came through, the good ones, the bad ones. They've all shaped this experience to what it is and what I will carry with me forever. And I'm glad that I made the decision to do this, so that I can at least, like, touch somebody, and so that I can, you know, also see my own progression in all of this. And if I were to ever get heartbroken again, I can look back at what I had been through and know that I can get through it. And just know that if you're going through this, you will get through it too. I promise you, as long as you give yourself the opportunity to heal. All right, I love you guys. thank you again for being on this journey with me. And we're leaving golden. Take care. Bye.